I'm going to judge his face very
First time in front of us here. Now this is a cracking good little pony. Had a couple of good runs this season, so you ought to get to know a bit about it.
And break his leg. Got him for a bit and come out of it. It's not that.
Side there is Empire Ted. Now he's had a couple of 3 runs this season. He knows a bit about it. Then we got Future Star and Joanne Tappet. Now you must come, Joanne, and declare it if you're going to drive him. Joanne Tappet is driving Future Star. That's going up there. That belongs to John Owens of Shopton. Then underneath me here is Gwyn Higgins with this new pony, Stone Ridge Heron. Now we haven't seen that out before. Came from the Stone Ridge stud. Here driving April Lady, Patrick Morris from Leinster. Now this has had a couple of runs. It's only a young pony. They're nearly all 2 and 3-year-olds. And coming up through the middle of the field here is Celtic Brave, been in the Taff stable for the last month. Been driven by David Taff, belongs to Peter Davis at Tregaron. Now that's had plenty of experience. That's Celtic, that's number 9, Celtic Brave. That's had plenty of experience. He's been up in professional hands for a bit. Here's Stan here with his little pony. Party Time, that's been out once this season. April Lady. I do. This is Lady, that's Lady Do, and Empire Ted's driver has requested that he be going off pole position and on the outside of the front line. I'm sure that's granted, Mr. Starr. Brings them up into the straight. Just a 2-lap race this. 6 furlongs for these youngsters. Yep, he's happy with them. They're going to go. And the car starts to gather speed. Speeds away and leaves them racing. As they do so, way they're off. What comes out? April Lady comes out of the bunch with Turo's Time on his outside. April Lady from Turo's Time. Going up the inside is Celtic Brave. And it's April Lady now from Celtic Brave there inside. And Celtic Brave goes up the inside as that pony runs out. And it's Celtic Brave from Turo's Time there. Then in third place, Empire Ted. He's making a bit of a mess of it. Then Future Star. But it's go down the far side, and this pony with has had by far and away the most experience and been in these professional hands. Celtic Brave steams away down around that bottom corner, followed by his Turo's Time. They swing into the bottom bend, and he's running away with it. And it's still Celtic Brave from Turo's Time, going well on the outside. There is Empire Ted. He's starting to make a bit of a ground up. They swing up into the straight, and it's Celtic Brave, this pony from the Tregaron country, being driven by Dave Tapp, taking him up here. And it's Celtic Brave who takes him along. 1 lap to go, drivers. Celtic Brave from Turo's Time. And he's got it on his own bar of fall. It's Celtic Brave from Turo's Time. Empire Ted moves into third. Then comes Lady Do. On the outside of Lady Do is Future Star. And these others are finding it a bit hot for them. They swing away around the far side. And it's Celtic Brave opened up about 30, 40, 50, 60 lengths from Turo's Time, and he's got the straight. Going up into third place there on the outside is Future Star, but Empire Ted, he hangs on the inside, and they go down the far side, and it's Celtic Brave from Turo's Time. Empire Ted just messing about in his hobbles a bit. Then comes Future Star. Then Lady Do is trying to improve. They swing around the bottom bend. It's a 1-horse race, bar the fall, and it's Celtic Brave who's bringing them home. Celtic Brave from Turo's Time. Bit of a race on for third place. And as they swing into the straight, here's Celtic Brave who brings them home. Here in the maiden in the opener at Almeley. Celtic Brave up the straight, got 30, 40, 50 lengths to spare. And it's Celtic Brave who brings them home from Turo's Time in second place. Then on the outside there, Lady Do. Future Star has just gone out, and his Empire Ted. Great race for third between the Empire Ted on the inside. Coming on the outside is Future Star. He's made a mistake. Lady Do has made a mistake. They're all making mistakes. And it's Empire Ted who gets it going, and it's Empire Ted who brings them home. From Future Star, and then Lady Do, and then comes April Lady, then Saunders Heron. Then Time Pursuit, then Party Time. Now wait for the official verdict, ladies and gentlemen. It's only the way I saw them go past. Number 9, Celtic Brave, owned by Mr. Peter Davis of Tregarron, trained by him and driven by David Tapp. Second was number 1, Two Rose Time, owned, trained and driven by Miss J.C. Field of Plymouth. And third was number 5, Empire Ted, owned, trained and driven by Jeff Langford of 100 House. Officially placed fourth was number 6, Future Star, at distance and 5 lengths in 1:57.7. There he is. He's been up in those hands up there at Cannock and they've got him going. This Celtic Brave, he's only a youngster. Good little pony Maradona. Had a couple of wins already this season. Winner of the big ant of the £1,000 in Cardiff a fortnight ago. That's Maradona, certain to go well. Never a boot on it or a shoe in it. A nice little figure. Running the Derby in a 3-year-old. It's now a 4-year-old. Oh, we got a high-class field here tonight. Here's another £1,000 winner, Morgan. Winner of the £1,000 handicap at Prestine last year. That's Morgan. Comes from the John Owen stable at Shopton. Then we got Elsie, that's the winner this season already, so they got a bit of form behind them. And we got Santana Lad coming up now. He's run well this time. He's been out 3 or 4 times. Comes from the Santana stud up at Brown Hills. Belongs to Mr. Plant and he's certain to go well. Now we got Bruce Barron, belongs to Gwyn Higgins at Ross on Wye. He's had a couple of runs this time and he's been put into the stable of Carl Davis at 100 House. Now for perhaps the past 3 weeks. Got a bit of form up in North Wales last year. Now here's another little winner. Winner of last season at Winferton down on the crossroad here, just from Almeley. This one, the big handicap here, Roman Lady. He's had 1 run this season. He's been out once. He was out last Saturday. So perhaps he can just do with a run. Underneath me is the little pony Maradona. Then we got Bill's Boy. All these horses, good class horses, certain to go well. Don't be behind your marks, but don't be through. But get up onto your marks. Amy's not going to let them go. They go down the far side. They're going to race this time. The race is on as they come to the start, so the Carsbridge way, and they're off. Now what's going to come out of the bunch? On the inside there is Santana Lad. But it's Elsie who comes out of the bunch. Elsie comes with Roman Lady on his outside. On the inside, Santana Lad. Then comes Morgan. They swing around the bottom bend and it's Elsie taking him along. In this, the first heat of the Open. On the outside, Roman Lady. On the inside there is Santana Lad. Just tracking the bunch. There's Morgan. A long way to go yet though. They come up past the stands for the first time and it's Elsie who rattles them up here at Almeley with Roman Lady on his outside. Just tucked in behind there is Santana Lad, then Morgan is in behind that, then Bill's Boy, then comes Bruce Barron, then Maradona. Long way to go yet. Round the top bend is still in the same order. Elsie taking him along here at Almeley. On the inside against the rails, going the shortest way is Dave Tapp with Santana Lad. Morgan is following Dave Tapp's every move. On the outside is Roman Lady, then Bill's Boy is making a bit of progress down the inside there. Then comes Bruce Barron, then Maradona. And there goes Morgan with a run on the outside. And it's Elsie now into the bottom bend with Morgan on his outside. Santana Lad is tight in against the rails there. They're being tracked by Bill's Boy, then Roman Lady, then Bruce Barron. Making a bit of progress on the bar far outside is Maradona. They swing up past the stands for the second time. It's Elsie on the inside. Morgan's on his outside. And now they're going to race. Now the tap is on, drivers. And it's Elsie who brings them up past the stands here at Almeley. Morgan's giving one on the outside. Santana Lad's in behind. Then Bill's Boy. Maradona is trying to get a bit closer to them. Round the top bend and Morgan is under pressure. He's been given a livener. It's Elsie on the inside. Morgan has been given one on the outside. They've been tracked every step of the way by Santana Lad. Then comes Bill's Boy. Maradona's trying to get a bit closer to them. Down the far side, there goes Morgan with a run. But Elsie's hanging on the inside. Morgan's under pressure on the outside. He's been asked to go on if he can. into the bottom bend, and Morgan is just on the outside, but Elsie's got the advantage on the inside. Santana Lad is waiting to bounce. He's coming up to join them. It's Elsie's on the inside, and in the next to him on the outside is Morgan. Here comes Maradona with a run on the outside. They straighten up for him. Elsie's on the inside, Maradona coming on the outside. Santana Lad coming to join him. Morgan between horses. And here comes Morgan, brings him up. And it's Morgan who brings him up from Maradona, Sarah Saunders, Elsie. Then on the outside, Bruce Barron, then Santana Lad. Now it is close, ladies and gentlemen. It is very, very close. Wait for the judge's verdict. You'll find the horses concerned in the finish. I think will be Morgan, Elsie and Maradona. Those are the ones I think, but it is very, very close. Wait for the official verdict. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the official result of each one. First, number 17, Morgan, owned by John Owens at Trotting, trained by him and driven by him. Second was number 18, Maradona, owned by Mr. Ronnie John of Tregaron, trained by him and driven by him. And third was number 15, Stoneriggs Elsie, owned by Mr. Thomas of Ammanford, trained and driven by Hughie Thomas. Officially placed fourth was number 14, Santana Lad, in a time of 2:27.2, 2:27.2, a neck and a head. He goes really well for her, really well. Now coming up is the pony from the Tregaron country, from Hughie and the upper Tregaron. That's Hello Good Boy. This is the first time we've seen this out this season, but looks like as if it's had a bit of work. It's a very, very sharp pony. Then on the inside here's a good pony, Clandestine, comes from Clive Meredith. Now this has got a cracking turn of foot, this Clandestine. Had a couple of runs this season, so he'd just be about ready. Their turning is Mrs. Wibley Sefton. Now this pony ran smashing pony in a 3-year-old in the Derby, in the Pacing Derby. Then just got trained off a bit last year, but he's got some form. He can go 2 9s. He's a winner already of a race this season up at Chasewater. That's Sefton. He can go about 2 9s. He's a good pony. Then going down there in the black and with the yellow cross belts is Black Paul. Now he's been a good patroniser of the grass. He's certainly due for a win down here. Then here we've got John Owens with his other little pony, Temple Star. Winner of the free-for-all at the Great Tregaron meeting 2 years ago. That Temple Star, when he beat them all off level marks. Oh, now he's got a good turn of foot. Then we got Black Paul there. Nice to see you down, Mr. Mack. Well done. Right, group up drivers, up onto the gate. Up goes Clandestine. Where are you, Clandestine? Up onto this gate. Then Sefton, Bantam, Hilo's Pace we want up there. Starts to go, your money's on, they're going to go. And the car comes up to the start, and as they do there, off. Now what's going to come out of the bunch? Let's have a little look. There he goes, Sefton on the inside, he's away with a cracker. Bantam tucked in behind him. It's Sefton from Bantam, then comes Clandestine. And as they swing away around this bottom bend, it's Sefton trying to make it all the way. Sefton got 4 or 5 lengths to spare off Bantam, but they'll get after him in a minute. And it's Sefton from Bantam, then Clandestine in 3rd place, up past the stands. Only the 1st and 2nd certain to go into the final. This pony of Mrs. Wibley taking him along here, setting the pace. Sefton from Bantam, then Clandestine. Ilo's Pace is in there, then Hello Good Boy, then Black Paul, then Temple Star. And as they swing away around that top bend, it's Sefton who takes him along. He's got 3 or 4 lengths to spare off Bantam. Bantam's going to go after him though. Then comes Clandestine. Long way to go yet. Then Hilo's Pace. Then comes Hello Good Boy. Then Black Paul. Then Temple Star. Still the same order. There's Hilo's Pace is trying to improve a little bit. She's having a marker down the backside. And it's Sefton now with Hilo's Pace improving on the outside. On the inside there is Bantam. Clandestine's in against the rails. Hello Good Boy's beginning to get a bit closer. They're beginning to get a bit tighter on him. And it's swing away around the bottom bend there. It's Sefton who brings them round into the straight for the 2nd time. Now they're coming up past the straight, and it's Sefton who brings them up. 1 lap to go, drivers. Now then, set about your task. And it's Sefton from Bantam in there. Hello, Goodbye is beginning to get a bit closer. And the sign's in against the rails. He'll have a job to get out from there. Black Paul is trying to improve a little bit. They swing round the top bend and it's Sefton from Bantam. Making progress on the outside is Hello, Goodbye. Clandestine will have a job to get out from there. He's tucked in again the rail. Black Paul's trying to get a bit closer if he can. Our loose pace is losing ground a bit. Down the backside and he's still on the inside is Sefton. On his outside is Bantam. Clandestine's in against the rails. On the outside of Clandestine there is Hello, Goodbye. Then in behind the bunch is Black Paul. They swing round the bottom bend and it's Dave Tapp with Sefton who's got the commanding position. On the inside is Sefton. On the outside is Bantam. They're going to all come. And it's Sefton on the inside, Bantam on the outside. Black Paul is coming up through the middle of them. Here comes Hello, Goodbye. And on the inside of this, Bantam who's bringing them on. Bantam, and here comes Hello, Goodbye. Clandestine's trying to come through. But it's Bantam who brings them on from Black Paul, and then comes Hello, Goodbye. Then Clandestine Temple Star. Then Sefton, then Ilo's Pace. Winner wins at Allensmore. Trained by Elizabeth Lloyd and driven by Richard Owen. Second was number 24, Black Paul, owned by Mr. Mack of Leicester, trained and driven by his owner. And third was number 22, Hello, Goodbye, owned by Hughie Evans of Tregaron, trained and driven by his owner. Officially placed fourth was number 19, Clandestine, in a time of 2:25.5, 2:25.5.
First two. Third.
Half a length and a net. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, smashing good pony, this little Bantam. He goes quite well for Richard now. He used to go quite well for Elizabeth. Trained and driven by Carl Davis of 100 out. There's a change of driver on early speed. He's going to be driven by his owner, Ronnie John.
Alright, exactly, Tom there.
Carl. Thank you, Carl. Mr. James, the steward, has complained. Thank you, Carl. And here coming up now is number 29, Trudy, driven by David Cass. Then we've got here number 31, this is Raymar Remy. Now this is the first time we've seen Raymar down this season, but he's a smashing good horse. He's well known down on the grass, goes well for Joanne, big winner up in Chasewater. Then right here in front of me in the red is Red Ace. He's a smashing little pony, goes very, very well. Went a smashing good horse down at Huntley last Saturday. No, sorry, a week on Saturday. Now here's one from the same stable as Maradona, Early Speed. Now this goes a cracking good pony. Just has a bit of a job to stay the mile, but he's a good pony. Cold Teddy there, that's the dark horse. He'll certainly stay, and this will suit him, this bit of uphill finish. He finishes very well. Then turning here, number 30. That's the bounder, winner of the Great Tregaron meeting last year. Winner of the 1,250 pound at the Great Tregaron meeting. That's the bounder. Certain to go well. Future. He's off 10. And David Tapp, you're on the outside of Perfect Future, all right? Good boy. And they're going to race. Your money's on, and as they go up to the start there, their car starts to gather speed there. Off. Now what's going to burst away? On the inside, Early Speed bursts away with Red Ace on his outside. Early Speed on the inside, Red Ace on his outside. Cool Teddy's in third place there. They swing around the bottom bend, and as they do so, on the inside there is Early Speed. Red Ace is just tracking him, a long way to go yet. Then comes Cool Teddy, then Perfect Future, then comes Trudy, then the bounder, and Raymar Remy tucked in behind there. Up past the stands the first time, and they've taken him along at a cracking pace. And it's Early Speed who takes him along from Red Ace there. Then comes Cool Teddy. Perfect Future's in fourth. Just tracking Perfect Future there is Trudy. Then comes the bounder. Then Raymar Remy. They swing away around the top side. And as they still out there in front, and he's setting a cracking pace with Early Speed. He's going to have them all chasing him. And it's Early Speed from Red Ace, just tucked him, then a big gap back then to Cool Teddy. Trudy's trying to make a bit of ground down the backside there. She's been followed every inch of the way by the bounder. With Remy's finding it a bit fast for her. They swing into the bottom end and they've got their work cut out to catch these two front runners. It's Early Speed from Beckford Red Ace. Then on the inside is Cool Teddy. On the outside of Cool Teddy there is Trudy. He's improving. Then comes Perfect Future. Then the bounder. They straighten up for the run up past the stand. And as they do so, it's still taking them along here in front. 1 lap to go, drivers. Last lap, and it's Early Speed who takes them along. Beckford Red Ace pulls to his outside. He's going to have a go. Cool Teddy's there. Getting a bit closer is the bounder. The Trudy sat there with a double handful. He's as calm as cucumber. They go round the far side of this Early Speed from Red Ace. Then Cool Teddy, then trying to get up on terms with the Miss Trudy. Bounder's going down the far side there. He's going to have a run, but they've got a bit of work to do to catch. But Early Speed is just under pressure. He's been asked to go. He has a bit of a job to stay on, and it's Early Speed from Beckford Red Ace. Bounder's going after him if he can, but he's got a lot to do. And it's still on the inside there is Early Speed, and Early Speed is under pressure. He's got the whip out. It's Early Speed from on the outside of Early Speed. It's Beckford Red Ace moving up into third there. Is the bounder. On the inside the bounder, Cool Teddy. But these two have got it between them. And it's Early Speed on the inside, Red Ace on the outside. The bounder's coming to the run, but it's Early Speed who's coming below. And it's Early Speed who brings them home from Red Ace. Then comes Cool Teddy. Then then Perfect Future. Then the bounder. Then comes Trudy. And then Remy. Owned by Mr. Ronnie John, trained and driven by him. Second was number 28, Beckford Red Ace, owned by Mr. Trevor Bufton of Beckford, down in Gloucestershire. Trained by Mr. Bill Morris and driven by Patrick Morris. And third was number 27, Cool Teddy, owned, trained and driven by Stan Harrison of Ailes Owen. Fishley placed first. Fourth was number 33, Perfect Future. 25.9. Bucknell. Change of driver on Golden Ovette. He's going to be driven by Hughley. Now this pony went well last week down at Ammon Valley there. He went smashing. He just faded a bit towards the end, but he should be that bit fitter. So, Ronnie John, you've got two horses in the final of the Open, and we want to know which horse you were driving now within the next 10 minutes. Which horse you were going to drive in the final within the next 10 minutes, and who's going to drive the other. That's Ronnie John with Maradona and Early Speed. Now then, here's this good little pony, Carleen, from the New Radnor country. Super little animal, really puts a bit of best foot forward. Then Perfect Gent. Certain to go well. Then we got Golden Ovette. Now here's a winner, recent winner. What's Zinneman going off the track for once he come on? Huey? Here's a recent winner, Black and Silver, one in North Wales. You're off 10, you know that, Mr. Mole? You trail 10, all right on the inside. He's a recent winner, this one in Denby, up North Wales, now quite recently, this last week. That's Black and Silver. Billy can't come without the horse. Now coming out is Zinneman. Right, group up, there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Good class, B-class horses. This horse in front of me has got a bit of form. He's a recent winner. He's got one last week in North Wales up at Denby. Here's little Babbles. Now this goes well, certain to go well in those capable hands. Got a good pilot up the engine. Right, up we go with Carleen, up onto the gate. Outside there on the gate is Perfect Gent. And they're away, and as they speed away, what's going to come out of the bunch? Perfect Gent takes them along. Perfect Gent is the first to show with Carleen on the inside. Perfect Gent on the outside, Carleen on the inside. They swing away round that bottom bend there, and Golden Ovett Zinnerman has made a bad mistake and gone out of his stride. So has Babbles, that's made a mistake and he can't get it back on its legs. And they swing up down the past the stand here for the first time, and it's Perfect Gent. Now he's got Babbles going, and it's still Perfect Gent who takes him along. From on the inside there is Carleen, on the outside there's Black and Silver. Then tucked in behind the bunch is Golden Ovett. Babbles is getting a bit closer to them. Zinnerman has pulled up. They swing up round the bottom bend. It's Perfect Gent who takes them along. From tucked in there in second place is Carleen. Then Black and Silver. Then comes Golden Ovett, and Babbles is just trying to get back on terms with them again after making that mistake on the bottom. They go down the far side. Long way to go yet though. And as they do, it's still Perfect Gent from Carleen, same order, Black and Silver in against the rails, then a couple of lengths back, then to Golden Ovett. Babbles is just getting a bit closer to them all the time. And as they swing round the bottom bend, there is still Perfect Gent who takes them along. From on the outside, there goes Black and Silver with a run. It's Perfect Gent on the inside. Black and Silver's making a run on the outside to try to get up on turf. Now we're going to have a race on. Perfect Gent on the inside. Now we're going to have a race. Perfect Gent on the inside. Black and Silver trying to come to join him. No, he's decided to drop in behind him. Babbles has got back on terms with him. Then comes Carly, and 1 lap to go, drivers. They swing up round the top bend, and it's Perfect Gent who takes him along. From Black and Silver tucked in there. Carly is there. Babbles is back in the bunch with him again. Golden Ovett has just lost his place. Down the far side is Perfect Gent who takes him down there. From on the inside there is Black and Silver, then comes Carleen. Babbles has just been asked to get up and join him if he can, but he's got a bit to do. That's rattling on in front. Perfect Gent got 5 or 6 lengths to spare. Off Perfect Silver. Babbles is improving a bit on the outside all the time. It's a long way to go yet. And it's Perfect Gent from Black and Silver. Then comes Carleen on the outside, making a run now is Babbles. He's coming up to join them. They enter the straight, and as they do so, it's Perfect Gent who brings them up here for hope. Perfect Gent bringing them home from Black and Silver. Babbles is coming on the outside with a terrific run. But it's Perfect Gent. Babbles is trying to come. Carleen is trying to come. Black and Silver is trying to come. But it's Perfect Gent who brings them home. From on the inside, Black and Silver on the outside, Babbles, and in between horses was Carly. And now it's very, very tight for the placed horses, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for the verdict. Perfect Gent, owned by Miss Kathy Stead of Bucknell, trained and driven by her. Second was number 50. Oh, 54, something. I lost the 50. Second was number 54, Black and Silver, owned by Mr. Mole, trained and driven by him. And third was number 35, Carleen, owned by Mrs. Phillips and New Radnor, trained by Ted Phillips and driven by Stevie Fluke. Officially placed 4 was number 40, Saunders Babble. Cracking good race, ladies and gentlemen. First and second certain to go into the final. In a time of 2:31.4. 2:31.4. Is Valentino, driven by Gary, who had a successful meeting down at Cardiff, at the great Cardiff meeting. Smashing meeting down there, on the grass, on Ely Racecourse. Gary had a great drive there for the Andrews boys. Never runs a bad race. Right up off the front. There or thereabouts lately.
I've been meaning to go to see games all over. I think we can probably get up there. I didn't get back till 10:30 last night. I wondered during my class.
Just won a qualifier. It's only a youngster. Just won a qualifier and just had a couple of runs, that's all. It's only a little... Just had one run in an open race. It's only a... Saladin Jim coming up here now, and he's certain to give you good runs for your money, that's Saladin. He never runs a bad race. In the capable hands of Alf Launchbury. Then we got McLean's Girl from the same stable as Bantam. Now here's a little pony from the Sam Staff stable at Cannock, and driven by Joanne Taff, lit up. That's had plenty of racing down here. Well-known animal. Goes very, very well for a lady. Right. Pull down drivers here and let the car come out, ladies. There they are, all with their heads nodding on the gate. And the car starts to gather speed a little bit. And they're going to race. The race is on. They start to go and they're off. Now what's going to burst from the bunch? Roulette Lady just shows on the inside though is Angelo Threepence. And it's Threepence who swings him around the bottom corner. This little 3-year-old pony swinging him around that bottom bend. Threepence takes him along from Roulette. On the outside is Saradin Jim. Then Valentino. Then comes Lit Up. Then McLean's Girl. And they straighten up for the run up past the stands. And it's Angelo Threepence who takes him along. Threepence taken with Saradin Jim improving a bit on the outside. Tucked in behind there is Roulette Lady. Then in behind that is Valentino. Lit Up is just tracking the bunch. Then McLean's Girl. Long way to go yet. And it's Threepence who takes him along round that top bend. And it's a pretty little mover. And it's Angelo Threepence who takes him along from. Just going up on his outside there. And Roulette Lady, Saradin Jim is beginning to improve a little bit. He's going to have a go at him, but it's Angelo Threepence, and he's moving beautiful. It's Angelo Threepence on the inside, on the outside Saradin Jim. In behind the bunch there is Roulette Lady, then Valentino. Lit Up is trying to get a bit closer to McLean's Girl is losing ground. They swing around the bottom bend, and as they still, this Angelo Threepence who's taking him along. Just got a length to spare off Saradin Jim. That's got a length or two to spare off Roulette Lady. Then a couple of lengths back to Valentino on the inside. Lit Up is trying to come a bit on the outside. Now they're straightening up for the run past the stands for the second time, and it's Angelo Threepence who takes them along. Now they're going to race their bunched up, and they're going to have a run for it. It's Threepence who takes them along, followed by Roulette Lady. Saradin Jim on the outside. Lit Up has got up there. Valentino has got up there. McLean's Girl's trying to get on terms with them. Round the top bend, and it's Threepence who takes them along. From Saradin Jim on the outside, they're improving on the wide outside is Lit Up, and it's Threepence from Saradin Jim. Lit Up is going, making a move on the outside, on the inside Roulette Lady. Valentino still in with a shout. They go down the far side, and Threepence is under pressure. He's been asked to go on if he can. Saradin Jim is also under pressure, and as they go into the bottom bend, it's Saradin Jim who takes it up round the, and it's Lit Up who comes out the best. And Lit Up takes it along, and it's Lit Up from Angelo Threepence in second place. Then comes Roulette Lady, and as they swing round the Bumbria, it's Lit Up who's bringing them home. Here in the second lead. Lit Up from Angelo Threepence on the inside. Roulette Lady's trying to come on the outside. McLean's Girl's trying to improve a bit. But as they come to the line, it's Lit Up who brings them home here. And a great race is there between on the inside Roulette Lady, on the outside there is Valentino. Then between horses McLean's Girl, and then comes Angelo Threepence and Saradin Jim. Stables at Hales Owen. With a black diamond. Now that could be just a winner. That's certain to go well. £3,000 for the winner of the Open, £1,000 for the winner of the B, and there'll be two £500 international free-for-alls and a straight free-for-all. That's all up the same mark, 8 horses, all up the same mark. A feast of racing at the Great Tregaron meeting. Result of Heat 2 is first, number 46, Lit Up, owned by Mr. D. Oakes, trained by Sam Taft, and driven by Joanne Taft. Second was number 43, Roulette Lady, owned, trained and driven by John Mills of Glade Street. And third was number 42, Valentino, owned by Gary Wakefield, trained and driven by his owner. Officially placed fourth was number 53, McLean's Girl. Winner of Heat 2, objection overruled, Lit Up, in a time of 2:28.9, 2:28.9, 2 lengths and half a length. Banging form, it's certain to go well, this Prince. Here we got a pony come up from Pondadowie, that's John Slees, Saunders Cheetah. Had a good run last Saturday down at the Ammon Valley. There you go. Just hasn't caught the judge's eye yet, but what can't be far away. And we've got Mavin George. Now this is a grand old animal. Bit of age now, but he's come back good and new. He's had a long rest, and he's come back new. And then we got Intrepid, and then we got Prince. Now Mavin George, the driver has asked if she can trail a little bit. She has a little bit of trouble starting him. He's form behind him. Goes very, very well for young Joanne. Out to create a double with him if she can. Nav and George, get up amongst them. And they're going to race. They're racing, and they come up the line and they're off. And as they step away, what breaks out of the bunch? Intrepid breaks on the inside. Intrepid away on that inside there. On the outside is Prince. Intrepid on the inside, Prince on the outside. Then comes Saunders Cheetah. Chantry Girl just made a little bit of a mistake and lost a bit of ground. But it's on the inside is Intrepid. On the outside is Prince. Then have a gap back then to Saunders Cheetah. Then comes Chantry Girl. Then Kevick Mist. Then Mavin George. They straighten up past the stands the first time. And it's Intrepid who takes them along. Intrepid taking them along on the inside there. On the out, just tucked in behind him there is Prince. Then comes Saunders Cheetah. Then Chantry Girl. Then Kevick Mist. Then Mavin George. Indian File as they swing away round the bridge palm corner. Down the back straight, and it's still the same order. And Intrepid just made a mistake there. But he's back trotting again, and it's Intrepid, but he's got a length to spare on Prince, and Prince is going to take him on the outside. On the inside is Intrepid, on the outside there is Prince. Prince draws up alongside him, but as they hit the bend, Intrepid's got the advantage, and it's Intrepid who hangs on him round the bend, with on the outside Prince. Then comes Cheetah, then Chantry Girl, then Kevick Mist. They swing round the far bend, and it's still the same order. Got the advantage of the inside. Intrepid has. On the outside of Intrepid there is Prince. Then just tucked in behind them is Saunders Cheetah. Now they come up the straight, and this is where it shines, and Chantry Girl's coming up to join them. Now they want to race, come on drivers. And as they one lap to go, last lap, and it's Intrepid from Prince. Chantry Girl's going to join them. Kevick Mist has got up amongst them there. Saunders Cheetah's on the inside. Then comes Mavin George. They swing away around that far side, and it's still the same order. Intrepid hanging on. Chantry Girl makes a run for it. Intrepid on the inside. Chantry Girl's moved up on the outside. In against the rails there is Prince. Kevick Mist is going after him if he can. But it's Intrepid hanging on this grim death. But just showing down the backside, it's Chantry Girl who just shows. From Intrepid on the inside. Kevick Mist is going up to join them. So is Prince. As they come out of that corner, Chantry Girl sneaks a length on him, and it's Chantry Girl from Intrepid on the inside. On the wide outside there is Kevick Mist. Coming between horses is Prince. They straighten up the run for him, and it's Chantry Girl who brings him home. Coming wide on the outside is Kevick Mist. Here comes Intrepid is trying to get on towards him. Prince is trying to, but it's Chantry Girl, and Intrepid is coming to join him. And it's Chantry Girl from Intrepid. Then comes Kevick Mist and Prince. Then comes Saunders Cheetah, and then Mavin George. Chantry Girl, owned, trained and driven by Jeff Meechin of Bristol. Second was number 47, Intrepid, owned by Mr. Stan Harrison, trained by him and driven by T. Painter. And third was number 52, Kevick Mist, owned by Mr. Sam Taft, trained by him and driven by Joanne Taft. Officially placed fourth was number 50, Prince. Time of 2:31.8. 2:31.8. The next move will be up into open racing, and they've had a few wins, these up, so they're all right. Then going up just past the stands here in the maroon with the white disc, that's Saunders Premium. Now that's, as I say, they've all had a couple of wins this season, or early part of last season. Here's proper Charlie underneath me. That's got a bit of form. That goes well. First time out for Bill Pride there. Now that hasn't had a run this season, so that may be in need of one. Going down there is Saunders System. One it's maiden, one it's novice, one it's intermediate. That's Saunders System. That's certainly a cracking good pony. In fact, when I first saw that go this season, I thought it was one of the best youngsters I'd seen. Then we got a nice pony coming up here now, Tivy Gold. That's a recent winner. Won the other night. Comes all the way from the Newcastle Emling country. Here's Sir Edward. And we got Saunders Creek. And coming up here now is Saunders System. Now that's a cracking good. He comes from Bernard Millichaps at Webley, and it's only come out this season. It's a cracking good youngster, that is. That's Saunders System. Got a bit of form. Saunders Premium going down there. That came from the Saunders stud. Now we got a pony that's just been knocking at the door again. He's had 2 or 3 runs this season and he's just failed to catch the judge's eye, but he's been knocking at the door. That's Tiger Bay. Certain to go well. Then we got Jim Star, driven by Gordon. Go down the far side there. And they go down the far side there, grouped up on the car. Good class horses these, and they're going to race. Your money's going to be on, and the car gathers speed, starts to go to the start, and they're off. And what's gone? On the inside, Tivy Gold made him. It's Premium who comes out of the bunch. Premium steps away with Prout on the outside, Proper Charlie. And it's Premium who swings round the bottom here, Proper Charlie. Jim Star's on his whites outside there. But it's Saunders Premium from Jim Star on his white outside, Proper Charlie on the inside here. They swing up round the stand here for the first time, and as they do so, it's on the inside is Saunders Premier, on the outside is Jim Star. Then just tucked in behind them, and is Tivy Gold improving a bit on the outside, up past the stand for the first time, and it's Saunders Premier who takes them along from Jim Star on that outside. On the inside there is Proper Charlie, on the outside of that is Tivy Gold. They swing away round the top bend there, and as they do so, it's on still Saunders Premium. Tivy Gold is making a bit of headway down the backside. It's Saunders Premier. Tivy Gold is going well. Jim Star's in between horses. Then comes Proper Charlie. Then comes Saunders System. That's just tucked in behind the bunch. A long way to go yet. And it's Saunders Premium who takes them down the far side. On the inside there is Jim Star. On the outside of Jim Star is Proper Charlie. They swing. Proper just tucked in behind them there. They swing round that bottom bend and it's still Premium who takes him along. Premium taking him along from on the inside is Jim Star. System is getting a little bit closer to them. Tivy Gold is on the outside of them. They straighten up for the run up past the stands, and as they do so, it's 1 lap to go, drivers. Last lap. 1 lap. There goes Proper Charlie pulling out to have a cut at him. But it's Saunders Premier from Jim Star. Picking his way up through the field. There is Saunders System. On the outside of him is Proper Charlie, and he just couldn't make it. And it's still Saunders Premier from Proper Charlie on the outside. Jim Star on the inside. System is going after him if he can. Then comes Bill's Pride. They go down the far side there, and those are the horses going to be concerned in it. It's Saunders Premier, and System is under pressure. He's asking him to go. He's making progress down the far side. But it's Saunders Premier. Proper Charlie is going with him though. And it's Saunders Premier from Proper Charlie on the wide outside his System. Those are the 3 that are going to be concerned in it. Premier, Proper Charlie and System. They swing up down the straight below. And as they do so, it's Premier on the inside. On the right outside is System. Coming between horses is Proper Charlie. And System is under pressure. Here comes Proper Charlie between horses. And it's Saunders Premier who's bringing him on. From Proper Charlie, then comes Saunders System. Then Bill's Pride, then Jim Star. Then Valentino, then Sir Edward, then Tivy Gold. Then comes Tiger Bay. Now, and here is the result, ladies and gentlemen, of the first division of the intermediate. First, number 57, Saunders Premier, owned by Graham Hammond, trained by him and driven by Jack Langford. Second was number 59, Proper Charlie, owned by Ray Jenkins of Fair Rose, trained and driven by his owner. And third was number 65, Saunders System, owned by Mr. Bernard Millichap of Webley, trained by him and driven by David Taft. Officially placed fourth was number 67, Bill's Pride. Time of win? 2:33.5. The horses are Hello Goodbye and Valentino. So all right, you're in the fight. And the public takes note because this is a bit important. That is Elaine's Delight. Over there, number 56, that's Lorna Little. Now that comes from the Cannock country. And going down there. And going down there is number 58. That's Tivy Boy. And here turning in front of me here is number 66. Flight Commander. Now that's a recent winner, Flight Commander. Won down at Huntley. last week. This little pony here in front of me, Saunders Linda, driven by Jeff. Then we got going up here now, Lorna Little. Now that was a winner last back end. It's the first time we've seen it down here this season, but it was a winner last back end when it left us last back end. Then going up on here is Thin Red Line. And here against me here is from the same stable as the last winner, Saunders Premier. That's Saunders Linda. In came from the Saunders stud. And the car swings them around that top bend. Brings them into the straight. Starts to gather speed.
Gary is well up then.
And they're going to race. They're going to race and they come up and they're off. What comes out of the bunch? Lorna Little steps away smartly on the inside. Lorna Little from Tivy Boy. Ooh, there goes Elaine's Delight with a run on the outside. And on the inside is Lorna Little. On the wide outside is Elaine's Delight. Between horses is Tivy Boy. They come round the bend here and it's Elaine's Delight who's on the outside. But hanging on the inside here is Lorna Little. There really, and she's gone very, very wide and got him off his. It's Lorna Little on the inside. On the wide outside is Elaine's Delight. Between horses is Tivy Boy. They're setting a cracking pace. Flight Commander is in behind them with a double handful. They swing round the top end there, and as they do so, it's Lorna Little. On the inside there is Flight Commander. On the outside is Tivy Boy. Then comes Elaine's Delight. Then Saunders Linda, and they're setting a cracking pace. Then goes Thin Red Line down the backside, and it's a cracking race. Elaine's Delight has another go at them on the outside. It's Lorna Little on the inside, and Flight Commander, he's got a double handful in behind them there. He's just cruising. It's Lorna Little from Flight Commander on the inside. On the wide outside is Elaine's Delight. Between horses is Tivy Boy. Then comes Saunders Linda. They swing into the straight here, and he's worked his way up through with Flight Commander. They gave on the bend. It's Flight Commander who takes it up now on the inside. I think he's done everything they've asked him. It's Flight Commander on the inside. Lorna Little's just gone off her legs on the outside. That's been followed by Saunders Linda's going to have a cut in. One lap to go, drivers. One lap to go. And it's Flight Commander from Saunders Linda there in second place. Then comes Tivy Boy. Elaine's Delight is trying to get back on terms with them again. They go down the far side, and those two horses are drawing away from the field. Flight Commander, who did him down on that bottom corner and came on the inside. Flight Commander, Saunders Linda's under pressure. He's been asked to go up and join her if he can. And it's Flight Commander has to have a reminder. It's Flight Commander from Saunders Linda. Those are the two horses that will be concerned. They swing away around the bottom side there. And it's Flight Commander from Saunders Linda. Thin Red Line is making progress up into third place. But it's Flight Commander from Saunders Linda. Then comes Thin Red Line. Tivy Boy is trying to make a bit of improvement, but Elaine's Delight is trying to make a bit of improvement. But as they swing into the straight here, it's Flight Commander. This pony has done everything they've asked him to do yet. Flight Commander brings them home in Division 2 of the intermediate. It's Flight Commander from Saunders Linda. Then comes Thin Red Line, then Elaine's Delight. Tivy General, Lorna Little and Tivy Boy. Derek James, the regional steward. Mr. Derek James, the regional steward. Quickly, please. Intermediate race. First, number 66, Flight Commander. Owned by Mr. Markle, trained by Sam Taff and driven by David Taff. Second was number 70, Saunders Linda, owned by Graham Hammond, trained by him and driven by Jeff Langford. And third was number 60, Thin Red Line, owned by Mr. John Hamlet, trained and driven by his owner. Officially placed fourth was number 62, Elaine's Delight. Exactly the same time, ladies, 2:33.5. So if a representative of Flight Commander comes up and a representative of Saunders Premier, there's nothing else for it. You'll have to toss for the trophy. You're wanted by the stewards at once. At once. Right, over we got a representative of the of Saunders Linda. No, Saunders Premier, I'm sorry. Here we are, come on Shirley.
That's all.
Saunders Premier has won the toss. Very well in his maiden race. Really showed a bit of form. El Greco, so he's got a bit of winning form. It's won it maiden. Then we got Crafty Harry. That was second last. They got a bit just knocking at the door, these novice horses. So you ought to have a good race. This is from the same stable as Black and Silver. That's Pall Mall coming up. Now he's certain to go well. He's won his maiden and now up into the novice. Then going down the far side in the orange with a white disc is Saunders Perno.
Daddy, can I have a lolly?
Now coming up is this little pony El Greco. Following that is Crafty Harry, right down below the... Oh wait a minute, we can't go yet gentlemen, we haven't got any stewards. Here coming up is Doubtful. Now this is from the Gwynnowen stable at Allensmoor. Now this has been out once this season. It's only a youngster, brought up at the Whippley sale. Super little animal. Just been out them up. Starts to go down the backside. And they're going to race. They're going to race. The race is on. And as they come up to the start, they're off. Now what comes out in this novice race? On the inside goes El Greco. That's going well. Perno's going well on the outside. And it's El Greco on the inside, Perno on the outside. And as they swing around that bottom bend there, it's still on the inside is Greco, on the outside is Perno. Then they're being followed then by Pall Mall. That steps out of the bunch. Then comes Crafty Harry. They straighten up past the stanchion. As they do so, it's bringing them along. Saunders Perno takes them along. Saunders Perno. Before he tucked in behind there is El Greco. And it's Perno takes them along from Greco. Then in third place is Pall Mall. Then comes this little pony from down there, Mr. Dyers. And as they go round the far side there, it's still out in front. Perno. From tucked in behind there is El Greco. And they go down the far side, and as they do so, it's Perno from El Greco. Then improving there is Pall Mall. What do you want to do? Di, do you want to stop it or not? And as they swing around. Right, pull up drivers, there's a horse down. Pull up, there's a horse down on the far side. They swing around the top bend, into the straight, start to gather speed. Yes, they're going to go. And the car gathers speed and starts to take them out, and they're off. Now what's going to come out of the bunch? Perno goes away on the outside this time, but on the inside is El Greco, but it's Perno shows. Perno takes him away from a flyer, and it's Perno from El Greco. And then comes Pall Mall, then comes Karate Kid, and they swing around that bottom bend, and it's Saunders Perno takes him along. From on the inside is El Greco, on the outside of El Greco there is Karate Kid tucked in behind. Pall Mall is just on the outside. They come up past the stands the first time, and it's taking him along is Perno, but it's Pall Mall who takes him along. Pall Mall takes him up from Perno. On the inside is Greco, on the outside Karate Kid. Then comes Doubtful, then Crafty Harry. They go up around that far side, and as they do so, It's still Pall Mall who takes him along, this pony from the Midland country. Down the backside here at Almeley on this the first time. Going well on the outside is Karate Kid, but it's Pall Mall from Saunders Perno. Karate Kid's moving up into third place. He's on the outside of El Greco. Crafty Harry's going to go after him a little bit. They swing into the bottom bend and it's still Pall Mall who takes them along. Pall Mall moving nicely into second place. There is Karate Kid, and it's Pall Mall from Karate Kid. Then comes Saunders Perno. El Greco's finding the pace a little bit odd for him. Then comes Crafty Harry. Then Doubtful. They swing up round the bend for this the second time, and it's Pall Mall still out there in front. Got 2 lengths to spare off Karate Kid. And as they come up past the stands here with 1 lap to go, drivers, 1 lap to go in this, the first division of the novice. It's Pall Mall who takes them along from Karate Kid. Then comes Saunders Perno. El Greco's there. Crafty Harry's trying to get on turns with them. Then Doubtful. They swing away around that top bend, and Pall Mall 2 or 3 lengths to spare. Off Karate Kid in second place. Then in third place is Saunders Perno. Then El Greco. They go down the back straight, and it's Pall Mall, and there goes El Greco with a run. And it's Pall Mall now from El Greco trying to improve on the outside. Pall Mall from on the inside, Karate Kid. El Greco makes a run down the backside. And it's Pall Mall now from El Greco. Crafty Harry is moving up on the outside. He's going after him. So is Saunders Perno. And Greco just made a little mistake there. That's given Pall Mall 3 or 4 lengths to spare. They've got a motor to catch this front runner. It's Pall Mall from El Greco. Then comes Saunders Perno. They turn into the home straight, and as they do so, Pall Mall is bringing them up the home straight here at Almeley. Pall Mall from El Greco coming well on the outside is Saunders Perno. Then Crafty Harry, and as they come to light, it's Pall Mall who brings them home from El Greco. Then comes Saunders Perno, then Crafty Harry. Then comes Doubtful, and then Karate Kid. Pall Mall, owned and trained and driven by Mr. Meemaw from the Midlands. Second was number 7, El Greco, owned by Mr. Torres of Cardiff, trained and driven by him. And third was number 75, Saunders Perno, owned by Mr. P. Jones of Worcester, trained by him and driven by J. Stiles. Officially placed fourth was number 73, Karate Harry. 236.8, 236.8. Winner, Pall Mall. Be published in the calendar. The result will be published in the calendar. This is a good little pony. He won't be too long till he catches the judge's eye. Following that is Moon Madness from the Taft stable at Cannock. Driven by Joanne. Good little youngster, bought at the Whippley sales. This Moon Madness. Couldn't be much more than 2-year-old, is it, Joanne, now? It's only a little 2-year-old. Yearling last year when we were up there. And we've got this Bill's Time. He's certain to go good pony, this Bill's Time is. He's a cracking good little animal. Now he's a pony that went well up at the Tregarron country. That's Express Joey, again from the Taft stable at Cannock, this little chestnut pony. He went very, very well. We've had him out once down in here on the grass this year. He's been followed by, from the same stable, Moon Madness. Back with Moon Messenger, come along please. That's Harry Messenger. Comes from the same stable as Black Paul from Leicester.
Number 3.
Now, right, group up on the gate, drivers. Up. And up on that gate will go Chief Engineer, if we can find it. Up, Chief. Now, drivers, the stewards have just asked me to say to you again, the whip. Any misuse of the whip will be dealt with most severely. You know it's a very touchy subject at the moment, and any misuse of the whip will be dealt with very severely. And they're away, and they've gone, and it's Chief Engineer who stepped away sharply. But there goes, after him goes Harry Messenger, and his chief engineer who takes him round that bottom bend from Harry Messenger. Then comes Bill's Time. Express Joey is just off his legs a little bit, and so is Moon Madness. Now they've got him going, and as they straighten around that bottom bend, it's still Chief Engineer taking on this pony who went so well last Saturday. Chief Engineer brings him up past the stands the first time. Chief Engineer from tucked in behind there is Harry Messenger. Express Joey's making mistakes all the time, and he can't get him on his legs. It's Chief Engineer from on the inside is Harry Messenger, on the outside is Bill's Time. Then comes Moon Madness. Now we've got Express Joey just having a bit of trouble with him, David is. And they swing up around that top bend, and it's still Chief Engineer from Harry Messenger. Then in third place is Bill's Time. They crack away down the far side. Then comes Moon Madness. Now he's got Express Joey going a bit. He's straightened him up. And they go down the far side. It's still the same order. Chief Engineer from Harry Messenger. They mustn't give this pony too much leeway. It's still Chief Engineer from Harry Messenger. Then comes Bill's Time. Then tucked it in fourth place there is Moon Madness. Then Express Joey. They swing round the bottom bend, and there's still 3 or 4, 5 lengths in it from Harry Messenger. On the just tucked in behind Harry Messenger is Bill's Time. Then comes Moon Madness. They straighten up here for the second time, and as they do so, as they bring him up past the stand, now they're going to turn the tap on for this race. It's on the inside here is Chief Engineer. Bill's Time pulls to the outside. Harry's Messenger is there. Moon Madness is right with him. They swing away round the top bend, and it's still Chief Engineer taking him along from Harry Messenger. On the outside they're trying to get a blow in at him is Bill's Time. Tucked in against the rails there is Moon Madness. Then comes Express Joey, and he's getting closer all the time, but he's got a lot to do to catch them front runners. They go down the far side. This Chief Engineer, he's stretching them from Harry Messenger. They've got to get on terms with him, and his Chief Engineer from Harry Messenger's been niggled at to get up amongst them if he can. Chief Engineer from Harry Messenger, he's the one that's going to chase him. Then Bill's Time here in third place. Then Moon Madness. They swing round that bottom bend, and there's going to be a race between these two front runners. On the inside is Chief Engineer. On the outside there is Harry Messenger. It's a great race. Chief Engineer on the inside, Harry Messenger on the outside. Chief Engineer and Harry Messenger. It's Harry Messenger who comes away, and Harry Messenger with Moon Madness finishing fast. And it's Harry Messenger from Moon Madness. Then comes Chief Engineer, then Bill's Time. Now, not much doubt about the winner, I don't think. Number 76, Harry Messenger, belonging to Mr. J.L. Mack of Leicester, trained and driven by his owner. Second was number 72, Chief Engineer, owned by Mr. Slee of Pondadowie, trained and driven by John Slee. And third was number 80, Moon Madness. Not sure who he's owned by, but trained by Sam Taff and driven by Joanne Taff. Officially placed fourth was number 78, I'm sorry, was 78, Bill's Time. There we are, there's Harry Messenger, ladies and gentlemen. Come all the way from Leicester, down here tonight. Nice to see you down, Mr. Mack. Nice to see you have a win. And, well, it'll never happen again in 1,000 years, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what these timekeepers are doing. They've got it crack on again. Both divisions, it won't happen again. It'll come up or send the wife up, Mr. Mack, and have a toss for the cup.
Sometimes it's so boring like it is now, but you know, they've got to do the
Come on, black and silver, or else we'll be away without you. Lit up.
Yes, well the ones that they've got.
There they are, ladies. They're all coming out now. So this is the final of the Grade B. Here at this lovely meeting at Almeley this evening, on this bridge meadow. As they come up, they've been led up by Intrepid, and then following that is Roulette Lady. Both went well in their eats. Then we got this little pony, Perfect Gent, driven by Kathy Stead. Coming up the middle of the track there is Lit Up, driven by Joanne Taff. Then here coming up in the yellow with the black diamond, that's Chantry Girl. And in the green with the red sleeves, driven by Gary Wakefield, is Valentino. And then just coming up the back here is Black and Silver, this pony that won up in the North Country. up North Wales, on the same stable as Pall Mall. And they were going down the far side there, up onto the gate. Swings them round into the straight. Get your money on for this, the Grade B final here at Almeley this afternoon, or this evening. Down the far side there, and the car starts to gather speed. Your money's on, they're going to race, and they're off. Now what's going to come out of that bunch? Let's have a little look what comes out. Away goes Valentino. Valentino comes out of the bunch with Perfect Gent on his outside. Valentino on the inside, Perfect Gent on his outside, on his inside. Then comes Intrepid. They swing round the bottom bend, and as they do so, it's Valentino takes them along from Perfect Gent on the outside. Black and Silver's on the wide outside. They straighten up. Roulette Lady is up in the bunch. Up past the stands the first time, and it's Valentino takes them along from Perfect Gent, and Perfect Gent is just showing, but Valentino's got the inside. Then comes Roulette Lady, then Intrepid, then Black and Silver, then Lit Up, then Chantry Girl. Round the far bend there, and as they still the same order. Valentino, this pony driven by young Gary Wakefield from the Bristol country, takes him down the backside, sure to catch the judge's eye sooner or later. Valentino from Perfect Gent. Then tucked in there is Roulette Lady. Making a move on the outside is Black and Silver. There he goes with a run. Woo, look at that. And it's Valentino from Black and Silver on the outside. Perfect Gent is not going to let him go though. And it's Valentino from Perfect Gent on the... They've got Black and Silver on the outside. Roulette Lady's there. Then comes Intrepid. Then Lit Up. They straighten up for the run up past the stands the second time. And it's still on the inside is Valentino. Coming on the wide outside there is Black and Silver. Between horses is Perfect Gent. And it's still Valentino from Perfect Gent. Happy Gent's in there. Then Roulette on the inside. One up to go, drivers. Lit Up is trying to improve up the inside. Chantry Girl is trying to get on terms with him. Intrepid's gone wide. Down the backside is Valentino takes him along. From Black and Silver. There goes Chantry Girl with a run. Lit Up is trying to improve. And it's still Valentino. From in second place, Black and Silver. Lit Up's moved into third. Chantry Girl is making progress on the outside there. Intrepid is there. Perfect Gent is trying to go up. Roulette Lady's tucked in against the rails. He's got to get out from there. They swing round the bottom bend, and it's Valentino still taking him along. Lit Up at Black and Silver has come to join him. Lit Up is on the outside. They straighten up for the run below, and it's Valentino on the inside and Lit Up on the outside. Valentino and Lit Up, and here comes Chantry Girl with a run. But it's Valentino on the inside and Lit Up on the outside. And it's Valentino and Lit Up, and as they come back, it's Valentino and Lit Up, and it's close. Then comes Black and Silver, and then Roulette Lady. No, and then comes Chantry Girl. Now it is desperately close for first place, ladies and gentlemen. Desperately. And you'll find the two horses concerned in the photo will be Valentino.
Which was the car?
Officially placed for
I don't know.
37. Perfect, yeah.
That looks like the nearest Well, I was up there, so I didn't know. I wasn't on that. Well, I hope it is because I...
And those are the two horses concerned in it. First, number 42, Valentino. Owned, trained and driven by Gary Wakefield. Second was number 46, Lit Up. Owned by Mr. Noakes, trained by him and driven by Joanne Taft. And third was number 54, Black and Silver. It was only a whisker in it, ladies and gentlemen, and by the shortest... Come up, Gary, we got a trophy for you. It was a short head and half a length, and short head is the minimum distance in... It was literally on the nod. In a time of 2:28.6. Well done, Joanne. There we are, Gary. I told you this little horse, he was bound to win a race sometime, and there he's been presented with the trophy by Mr. John Duggan of Messrs. Lewis and Company. Oh, he wants his father. Mr. Wakefield, are you about? Gary's father. There you are, being presented there by Mr. John Duggan of Messrs. Lewis and Company, the well-known firm of accountants in the A&Y and this area. Well done, Gary. I thought he'd click sooner or later. Good. Then we've got from the Leicester country here, John Mack with Black Paul.
inside, Mr. Mac. On the inside.
Send somebody up after to toss for the cup, Mr. Mac, please. Thank you. Now coming up here is this pony that won the £1,000 at Prestine last year. Morgan comes from the stable of John Owens at Shopton there.
Outside, hello, goodbye, John. Thank you.
Now is this pony from Mr. Bill Morris's stable at Leominster. This is Red Ace, owned by Trevor Bufton from the Beckford Hotel down there by Tewkesbury.
Thank you.
Right, there they are in your 2, 4, 6, 7 horses. Now for the Grade A final, £450 and the challenge trophy to the winner. There they are. Get your money on for this, the Almeley final of the open race. Here's the little Bantam. Certain to go well. Certain to go well, Bantam. This is Morgan in the royal blue. Then we got Red Ace in the red. Then coming up in the blue and white is Early Speed. Then in the blue with the white sleeves is Hello Goodbye. Then Black Paul with the black with the cross belt. And then the orange and black stripes. Right. Come up, Bantam, will you? Brings them down into the straight. Oh, he's not going to let him go. He's not too happy with it. And they've grouped up. Right, your money's on for the open, and they're going to race. There comes the line there. Oh! Now then, what's going to come out of this bunch? Early Speed breaks on the inside. He's away. Bantam is tucked in behind him there. But it's Early Speed who takes him round the bottom bend with Bantam on that. And it's Early Speed from Bantam. Then Hello Goodbye just in against the rails here. Then Morgan tucked in behind the bunch. A Black Paul's there, and then comes Maradona. They straighten up for this run, and as they do, it's Early Speed who takes them along. Early Speed taking them along here in the open at Almeley on this glorious afternoon. He's been followed by Bantam on the outside. On the inside is Hello Goodbye. And it's Early Speed from Bantam, then Hello Goodbye, then Red Ace, then Morgan. Then comes Black Paul and Maradona. Long way to go yet. And they go down the far side, and it's Early Speed, pony from the Tregarin country, from Pendifindigade. Go takes them down the backside at Almeley. Besides, on the inside is Hello Goodbye. The two Tregarin horses have gone to the front. Red Ace is just following him. On the outside there is Bantam. Morgan's trying to get up on terms with him. So is Black Paul and Maradona. Long way to go. They swing round the bottom bend. And it's still Early Speed taking him along. Got a length to spare off Hello Goodbye. Two of the horses from the Cardiganshire country. In against the rails there is Red Ace. On the outside of Red Ace is Bantam. Coming with a run on the outside is Maradona. And they come up past the stands. You keep off the track in the bottom, sir. Don't do that. They come up the track. Well, 1 lap to go. Last lap. And as they do, it's Early Speed who takes them along. From Hello Goodbye. Maradona's improving a bit on the outside there. But it's Early Speed from Hello Goodbye. Maradona's making ground on the outside. Red Ace is trying to there. Morgan is going after him if he can. Black Paul is up on the inside. Bantam is just finding it a bit faster. Down the far side. And it's still Early Speed from Hello Goodbye. On the inside is Red Ace. There goes Black Paul trying to pick his way up the inside. Morgan's trying to improve on the outside. Round the bottom bend, and it's this all the way winner. Early Speed from Hello Goodbye. And Hello Goodbye gets a reminder to get up alongside him. It's Early Speed It's Early Speed from Hello Goodbye. Then comes Red Ace. And as they enter the straight, it's Early Speed from Hello Goodbye. Maradona's coming to the run. Morgan's coming to try to join him. But it's Early Speed who's bringing them home from Red Ace. And as they come down, Early Speed brings them home from Red Ace. And then comes Hello Goodbye, Black Paul, Morgan, Maradona and Bantam.
Your money, is it?
Open race here at Almeley, and what a grand race it was. First, number 26, Early Speed, owned by Mr. Ronnie John of Potty Fendigide, trained by him and driven today by Hughie Thomas. Second was number 28, Beckford Red Ace, owned by Mr. Trevor Bupton of Beckford, trained by Bill Morris and driven by Patrick Morris. Third was number 22, Hello Goodbye, owned by Mr. Hughie Evans, the butcher from Tregaron, trained and driven by his owner. Officially placed fourth was number 24, Black Paul. Winner, Early Speed. And there is Mr. John being presented by Mr. John Duggan of the firm of Duggan and Company, the very well-known accountants in this area. We are indeed grateful to you, Mr. Duggan, for your generosity in sponsoring this event. 223.3. And the cup has been won by Mr. Mack with Harry Messenger. Right, Colt, Teddy and Clandestine of 20, Bill's Boy of 40. All right, drivers, you know where you are. Zinneman, you're off the gate. We'll tell you now in a minute. Jeff, you're off 40, Jeff. Carleen, you're off the gate. Saradin Jim, you're off the gate. Clive, you're off 20. Tiger Bay, you're off the gate. Right, get your money down, public. Tuesday, a cracking good race, no penalty consolation. And the car swings them down that backside. Starts to gather speed. Usually a cracking good race this. Down the far side there. And the car swings them down that backside. Starts to gather speed. Usually a cracking good race this. Down the far side there.